In this video, we will discuss how to negotiate your rent and also briefly talk about the rental market, especially in Florida. Now, COVID-19 has probably affected you already, of course, and you've probably been thinking about negotiation and evictions, repairs, Section 8, associations, the market, or at least a combination of these. We'll discuss these matters individually and provide some tips to help you negotiate or at least know what other people are doing. Okay, now, is this for you? Is this video for you? Well, if you are a landlord or a tenant living in the US, or more specifically living in Florida, or even more specifically in Broward or Miami-Dade counties, then this is especially for you. First of all, is everyone going through the same thing, or are there some that have been more fortunate than others? I recently interviewed Mariela de Castro. She's a property manager at UTG, and I discovered that more than 85% of her tenants paid their rent on time in April. Okay, this month, April 2020, if you're listening to this in April 2020. This was definitely unexpected, but of course pleasantly surprising for them, although they are preparing for a tougher month in May. A tough month is coming. However, with the economy reopening soon, I really expect that it won't take long for rentals to normalize. Now, let's talk about landlords. There are actually some landlords who are relieved. Now, you might say, who could possibly be relieved at this time? Well, those who deal with Section 8. Okay, according to Mariela, all Section 8 has been paid in full and on time, and they expect that a greater percentage of the rent will be covered by the government during these difficult months. If you don't know, Section 8 is a government program which helps certain low-income citizens pay their rent. Since the money is coming from the government, these landlords are not too worried about their tenants. However, they should be worried, a little bit at least, about their association. It seems that certain landlords are having difficulty collecting rent, of course, or, well, they have simply been affected by the pandemic and are asking Mariela whether they can pay less association. This might be you. Can I pay less association? Well, before you decide to pay less or not pay at all, think about this. The association takes care of amenities, pools, parks, recreation areas, landscaping, etc. They pay the pool technician, the gardener, the maintenance crew, the plumber, and the insurance. Their income really is your payment, okay? You see, everything is connected, and these people are still out there working. So, look, if possible, try to pay the association in full. Now, if the tenant is not paying rent and has not communicated with you, if you're a landlord, then I see a potential eviction around the corner. New temporary legislation was passed which prevents tenants from being evicted during these months. However, after the pandemic settles, evictions will be in full effect. It's better to communicate, negotiate, and prevent an eviction at all costs. If you're a tenant and you haven't paid your rent and you haven't said anything, that's not a good idea. Okay, communicate, negotiate, prevent the eviction, and we're going to discuss some negotiation tactics in a bit. Now, there are some tenants who have another problem. It's not, they might have a problem paying the rent, but they have another problem. They might need to fix their AC or their refrigerator or dishwasher or something like that. Mariela, she recommends that you prioritize as much as possible. Of course, there's a pandemic going on, guys. So she says that AC, of course, is essential here in Florida. If your AC is broken, you might want to fix it. But if it's your dishwasher, if you have a dishwasher problem, for example, then you can and should probably be placed on hold. That should probably be placed on hold, not only to protect the tenants, which are precious, but to protect the maintenance crew, which is also definitely precious, okay? Anyway, let's get down to negotiation. Here are 3 ways you can negotiate your rent if you're a landlord or if you're a tenant, okay? 1, lower the rent. If you're a landlord, lowering the rent for 2 months would help your tenant regain their breath and will probably improve your relationship with them. I know it's crazy, but hey, your relationship with your tenant is important. If you are a tenant, hey, it doesn't hurt to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. Okay? So try it. Hey, Mr. Landlord, is it possible to lower the rent for 2 months? And after I get back up on my feet, then I, pay the normal rent, or you get what I mean. Okay. Number 2, pay in parts. If you are the landlord, you're going to get your full rent, but in parts throughout the month. Okay, that's reasonable. If you are a tenant, then this gives you time to breathe and to find the money, most importantly. 3, you can finance what you don't pay and distribute it through the end of your lease. Okay, landlord, I know it's tough, but you'll get your money in the end, get all your money in the end. It's going to be tough in the beginning, but then when they're paying more a month, the tenant is paying more a month, you'll be okay. Tenant, this is good for you because you can breathe for now, but later you'll have to work extra hard to pay extra. And number 4, I know I said 3, but hey, 4, just an extra tip for the tenant. Don't remain quiet. Okay, don't remain quiet. Landlords know what is happening. Everyone knows what is happening. There's a pandemic going on. If you cannot pay your rent, let them know right away, right now, and negotiate your rent. You stay quiet, they don't know what's going on, and eviction is more likely, maybe not now, but later. Okay, so hey, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this video helped you tremendously. Please follow me if you want to see more of my videos, and see you soon. Bye-bye.